chilled spot. You know the vibes, you know the spice. Today I've got a special guest with me, Meili. She's an
Hello,
artist. Meili, do you want to introduce yourself?
my name is Meili. I am a singer, songwriter, musician, tattoo artist, videographer, photographer from Southwest London. Happy to be here also.
Okay. So what are you drinking right now? What's the? Because we got the rum of the month,
Yeah,
J.Gow.
J.Gow.
Do you want to check out the bottle
Yeah,
and let me know what you think?
of the bottle.
Yeah.
I think it is very pretty. I like the color of the alcohol. I like the script at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I like the information on the back actually. I like when I don't know, companies or alcohols or anything really just gives you like a little backstory
Yeah.
on it, its product. So yeah, I think it's cool.
So growing up, what sort of rum was you into?
Um,
Ray and nephew.
yeah.
You might as well
Boy,
say it.
Yeah, a bit of raise, but you know what? To be 100, like thinking about it like properly, I would say I actually grew up on, that nasty like Glen's vodka, like when you're a youth and you can get like the cheapest alcohol like from the shop.
Or like
That's
absolute vodka.
Yeah,
That's a
I
chill.
never said that to you beforehand when we spoke, but yeah, that's actually when I think about it. I think I pushed that to like the deepest, darkest parts of my memory, though. I'll be so real because that shit was foul. But yeah, and then after that, I didn't have enough, like a lot of experience with rum. So the next best rum that I had was fucking Ray and Nephew, and I didn't have a very good experience with Ray and Nephew, and it just put me off rum for a little bit. But yeah, since I got my yard and stuff, I've been drinking like Bacardi and making cocktails and stuff like that. So yeah, rum has earned its place back into my life.
So what's your favorite cocktail?
My favorite cocktail, either a mojito. I'll tell you the two that I can make. Either a mojito, which I make banging. Let me just say,
I need to
or
try that then.
yeah, I'll make you a mojito
Yeah.
and a pina colada. My drink slap. I'll be real.
So how do you make it? Do you like how do you like your rum? Right. So do you like it with mix or no mix? How do you
Um,
like your rum? With chaser or no chaser?
ooh, I think with chaser, I say after sipping this J.Gow right here, like with a little something. Yeah, I don't think I like anything straight.
Okay. And what have you got coming up? Because I can tell you're working on a few projects at the moment with your music, with filming.
So I got a single that's already out called Waiting. That's out on all platforms. I have another single that's coming out on the 31st of May this month,
Okay.
and I have an EP coming out on July 7th this summer, and another EP coming out in winter. Yeah, literally. And
with
obviously
the
the
filming, yeah, the
documentary.
documentary as well.
Yeah, the documentary. I believe that's coming out in September, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
September.
in September. Yeah. So a few things actually.
So as an artist, what inspires you to like make music? Like what do you do before making music? Do you drink rum? Do you smoke? Do you go out for a walk? Like
Well, I would say all of my songs come from a very emotional place. So, like, firstly, I need to be really feeling the emotion of which I'm like about to be singing about, and then to be truthful, I'll smoke a little grass or something, and you just get into the vibe, like really zone out.
yeah.
And just feel it. But really, as well, like sometimes inspiration will hit me randomly, whether I'm smoking, whether I'm not, and I'll just randomly record into my voice notes, like whatever little melody is like popped into my head, and then yeah, do something with it later. It's an interesting process.
And so how do you get into being a tattoo artist? Like what triggered you to play that role?
Um,
Because you've got loads of tats, so it's like
I do. I be inked up. So I walked into a tattoo shop when I was 18. I walked in with like my sketchbook because I used to walk around with my sketchbook everywhere I went. And the guy behind the counter offered me an apprenticeship.
okay.
So I got incredibly lucky, to be honest with you, and I literally started doing that as soon as I was like 18 years old. So like the perfect age to, or the legal age to start tattooing. Um, so yeah, but I always done art. I always loved art when I was a kid, and I just feel like that career was perfect for me. I never really considered it before, but yeah.
And what's life like for you now living in the UK, working, having your own space,
Mm,
being more creative? But what's that journey been like from just growing up? Because I wasn't born here, so I don't know what life was like for
yeah,
you guys going to school
yeah.
and stuff.
I can't lie. I went to like a public school, but it was actually one of the worst schools. Do you know what I mean? In my end, but like when I went, it was like on the rise. Like all of a sudden, it turned itself around. We had like a new principal
Yeah.
and principal, headmaster, Jesus, and
The rum is kicking
do you
in.
know what I mean? Where do I think I am from? America. Um, yeah, but I'd say like I didn't grow up in like a nice area. Do you know what I mean? Like there was always a lot going on, and going to school was kind of dangerous. Even like the walk to school, the walk that I would have to take, because it would be like past like these blocks and stuff that people would always get like rubbed on. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like London is good for business. I think I prefer London now that I'm older. It's very good for business, and like if you want to do your own thing, you know, and for opportunities and for music and stuff. Yeah, there's loads of opportunities over here for sure. Yeah,
And you're R&B artist, right? So
yeah,
R&B. So are you looking to make any other type of music apart from R&B, like
um,
jazz? I
yeah,
don't know, Afrobeat, drill? Because I came off drill, but are
yeah,
you into drill?
yeah. Well, it used to be when I was a kid. I could spit some bars
Yeah, you might as
right
well
now.
spit some bars.
No, 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 I was bluffing. I was bluffing. um, you know, it's so funny. Actually, I had this drill song in my playlist the other day. My girl was chilling at my house. What song is it? It's actually little ones around, so I can't even spit it still. But it was, it was yeah. It's just a throwback. But yeah, I listen to all types of music. I do neo soul mainly, but like that's more my summer vibe. I love a bit of lo-fi. I love a bit of alternative. I actually love rock music. I don't know if I would indulge in it like for myself, but
Yeah.
I love listening to it. Um, so I think anything that I like resonate with, this is what I'm gonna make. I haven't got a particular style or genre or
Style.
anything like that. Yeah.
So what artists are you looking forward to working with? If you had the choice to like pick any big artist in the world.
Me and Rihanna, I feel
I
like would get
feel like
along.
that would be a good
Yeah,
collaboration then.
because people say to me, I can't lie, Rihanna's heavily influenced my music. Not necessarily like her proper commercial stuff,
Yeah.
but like when I was younger, I listened to like I think one of my brothers put together like a bunch of her music. So it was like, if it's something that you want, like from that
Mhm.
that era, and like a bunch of other songs that just slapped. And like people say, especially like the people that I go to the studio with, they say they hear a lot of like Rihanna influence in my voice, but
Okay.
it's so subconscious. Like do you know what I mean? It's definitely not intentional. But I would say, yeah, Rihanna would be probably someone that I would love to work with, even if it's just to force her to release music. To be honest with you, um,
Because I
who
came out
else?
to watch you the other day, and that
Yeah,
was quite lit with the
yeah.
live band and the R&B music
Thank
that
you,
you was playing. Yeah, I felt like that was quite different
thank
to
you. I
like what other
appreciate it.
people are doing. And that space, not everyone is in that space. Everyone wants like the, I don't know, 1,000 capacity and stuff, but
Hmm.
that's like a chilled spot where you can
Yeah,
just do you and stuff. But
yeah, for
yeah,
sure. It's a nice venue for real.
cool. So what advice would you give to someone coming up and living in the UK from a female perspective?
For music,
Just life, like obviously I can see you love plants as well,
yeah,
and you're into like nature stuff.
yeah.
So do you want to speak more about that? Why you decided to go down that path?
I say, well, I guess with the plants and the stuff like that, and like even just like my home space, I feel like it's very. Growing up in London, I've not always had peace, and I think once I had the opportunity to have a place for myself or a space that I could call my own, it was very important to me to create peace within that home.
Hmm.
Like a comfortable environment where people feel comfortable as soon as they step in and they feel like they can talk and like be themselves and just feel at ease. And like
Yeah.
that's the energy that I've created for myself in my space. So
Okay.
that's why the plants are there, because each of the plants are important to me as well. Like I got them from my grandma, most of them, and one of them from my dad, and other ones um other ones that I've got, I don't know, just from like different points in my life.
Okay.
So yeah, I just feel like yeah, it's important to have peace in your home, peace in your space, and also to be very mindful of who you bring into that space as well. Actually, yeah.
And would you say you've been a better person just staying away from certain type of people, certain type of music, and what sort of difference can you take from it from your previous life to what you are now?
I think in my previous life, I was a lot more reckless. I didn't really care about the consequences of things or even believe in them. Um, Very loose with my mouth and how I would speak, and I would walk around like I had a chip on my shoulder. But like now, I feel like the person that I've become and the things that I've been through and the way that I like to carry myself is just completely different to that. I like to walk with love and with good energy,
Yeah,
and yeah, all of that angry stuff. Like I know why I was like that, but like yeah, now I just feel like I carry myself in a completely different way, and I can see a big difference in how people approach me and the opportunities that have come to me like since I've changed that
yeah.
about myself. So yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool. No, it's been nice talking to you. You know the vibes, you know the spice. This is sponsored by the Chilled Spot. And what do you think about the Scottish rum? Let's go back to the rum. This is J.Gow. Um, I don't really drink much British rum, or I don't really know much about it. Usually it's like from the Caribbean, from Barbados, St. Lucia, um, yeah, from different parts of the world, but not England.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it. I like the spice.
What do you like about the J.Gow?
I definitely prefer the spice to it because there was another one that I tried. What was the name of it? Do you remember?
Um, the Kakira rum.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Kakira rum. That's
You
the
know how
aged
I
rum.
feel about that. I don't need to say how I feel about that again. I don't feel good about that one. So the J.Gow, I like it. I love a bit of spice rum. I love something that's like a little bit sweeter. It's definitely more me because I'm a sweet yeah. You get me?
Okay.
So yeah, sweet alcohol for me always. Even when I go out and I order like cocktails or whatever, like I always ask them like, "What's the sweetest thing you got?" Like that thing.
Yeah.
I've got a little sweet tooth. So yeah, I love the spice. I love the color of it, and I just feel like it would mix really nicely with like maybe a pineapple drink or something. I just feel like it would go well with a nice
You should
mixer.
try making a cocktail with it.
I should. I will
You
at
should
some
try
point. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
making one. But yeah, it's been a good conversation. I wish we can talk more, but once it goes into like a video format, I would like to have you again in this pod. And where can people find you? What's your social media? And yeah, like you said, your new music is coming out soon. But just tell people where they can find you.
So I'm on all platforms already. My artist name is Meili, all capitals MEI-LI. Stick to my traditional Chinese name, you know. But on Instagram it's Meili Jade MEILI.JADE. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you so much, Meili. This show is sponsored by Craft Rum Club, and we're in West London today. So yeah, the chilled spot.